Hi, Tadpoles. Today we're going to read a book about a girl named Rosie and what she does to help save the world. Let's see. Rosie saves the world. Rosie was excited. She was going to save the world. Her Hebrew teacher, her Hebrew school class, had been learning about tikkun ha'olam, repairing the world by doing good deeds. Her teacher called them mitzvot. Rosie was sure she could do good deeds, great deeds, in fact. She was so set out to help people in her community. Rosie dusted off her old wagon. She was just leaving when her mom came home. Rosie, honey, can you help me? Give me a hand with the groceries? There are more in the car. I'd love to, said Rosie, but I have to go save the world. It's time for Operation Can Collection. Rosie knew it was a mitzvah to feed the hungry, so she knocked on the doors of people she knew and asked them to donate cans of food. They gave her tuna, sweet potato, baby carrots, and asparagus. After Rosie loaded up the wagon, she wheeled it over to Francesca's food bank. How thoughtful, exclaimed Francesca, looking at the collection. When and just when our stock was running low. You're quite a superhero. Rosie smiled proudly. She can get used to this toucan thing. Rosie's next project was Operation Tutor Tot. She had learned it was a mitzvah to teach others, so she decided to go to the library to help little kids with their homework. As Rosie gathered her tutoring supplies, her brother Simon called her. Rosie, can you help me draw the letter Aleph? I keep messing up. Sorry, Cy, said Rosie. Can't keep the tots waiting. She ran out the door. Later that week, Rosie got ready for Operation Sing with Seniors. She'd get to do the mitzvah of respecting the elderly while showcasing her musical talents. As Rosie tuned her ukulele, her dad walked into the room. Hey, Rosie Cheeks, he said, how about coming with me to visit Grandma? Next time, said Rosie. Today I'm busy saving the world. Please give Grandma a kiss for me. Rosie skipped over the assisted living residence, where she played her ukulele and sang. She even took requests. Later, she walked around and talked to the residents. They told her she was a star. The next day, Rosie was in her room, creating a Save the World spreadsheet. Her mother called to her, Rosie, can you please help clean out Leo's litter box? It's really starting to smell. I'll do it later, Rosie called back. I'm busy planning new Save the World projects, and you just gave me an idea. I'm guessing Leo is her cat. Rosie added Operation Pamper Pets to her spreadsheet. She thought how much fun it would be to help out the animal shelter. After all, she knew it was a mitzvah to be kind to animals. On the way home from the animal shelter, Rosie heard crying coming from Albert's house. She knocked on the door to make sure everything was okay. An exhausted looking Miss Albert opened the door, bouncing her baby Louis in her arms. I just can't get him to sleep, she explained. I have a deadline to meet for work. Say no more, said Rosie, scooping up baby Louis in her arms. Rosie walked Louis, gave him a bottle, and even changed him. When Louise was finally asleep, Rosie tidied up the living room, and Miss Albert finished her work just in the nick of time. "You're a lifesaver," exclaimed Miss Albert, giving Rosie a big hug. "I bet you're a huge help at home, aren't you?" Rosie thought for a moment. She thought of her mother and the grocery bag. She thought of Simon trying to write an Aleph. She thought of her father visiting Grandma without her. She thought of Leo and his stinky litter box. "Well, actually," Rosie stammered, I, I have to go." She raced out the door. "Hiya, Sid," said Rosie, plopping down next to her brother who was in front of their house. "Want some help with your chalk drawing?" "Sure," said Simon. When they finished drawing the biggest dragon ever, Rosie helped Simon draw the letter Aleph. Then Rosie went inside and cleaned out Leo's litter box. "Sorry about that," she told Leo, petting him. "It won't happen again." Next, she called her grandma. "How are you, Grandma?" asked Rosie. "It's been a while since we talked." Finally, Rosie went to look for her mother. She found her in the pantry dusting her cookie jar collection. "Want some help?" asked Rosie. "I'd love it," said her mother, "but I thought you were busy saving the world." "I am," said Rosie, picking up a dust cloth, "but by doing my best mitzvah project yet. Operation Family comes first." Rosie took the superhero jar and got to work. "I can save the rest of the world tomorrow." That was a very nice book. So Rosie helped everybody in the community and her family at home. She did a mitzvah. What mitzvah can you guys do?